This Cajun-style chicken pasta packs a massive 56 grams of protein, comes together incredibly fast, and will keep you full and satisfied through the entire work week. Let's get into it. Here's our lineup for today. We've got our spices, chicken breast, our veggies, some pasta, and a bit of extra light cream cheese to bring that ultimate creaminess. As always, you can find the full list of ingredients with all the exact measurements down in the video description. To make sure this chicken breast stays insanely juicy and tender, we're using a technique called velveting. Just slice it into bite-sized pieces. Try to keep them as uniform as possible so they all cook at the same rate. Toss all that meat into a bowl. Now we're adding 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, along with 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, a squeeze of fresh lime juice, and our spice blend. We're talking 1.5 tablespoons each of garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, oregano, thyme, a good pinch of cayenne pepper for that kick, and of course, salt and black pepper. Now, get your hands in there and give that meat a good, thorough massage. Keep going until everything is coated in a nice, sticky film. The starch and acid lock in the moisture, creating a barrier so the chicken doesn't dry out. We'll let that sit and marinate for about 15 to 20 minutes while we prep the veggies. First up, the onion. Ideally, you'd want a white onion for this, but my supermarket only had yellow ones. Story of my life. Always settling. Just slice it in half, peel it, and chop it into reasonably small pieces. Next up, the peppers. Standard bell peppers work completely fine here, but I spotted these sweet pointed peppers at the store and, man, look at that vibrant color and freshness. I just couldn't resist. Cut them open, scrape out the seeds, and slice them into thin strips. About 1 or 2 inches long, so roughly 2 to 3 centimeters. For the garlic, just smash it, peel it, and give it a nice fine chop. Garlic actually releases its health-boosting compound, allicin, when it's crushed and left to sit for a few minutes, so we're doing our body a favor here. Now, grab the biggest pan you own, or just a large pot. Hit it with a quick spray of olive oil. We're going to sear the chicken in 2 to 3 separate batches over high heat, just until it gets some nice color. Do not crowd the pan, all right? If you dump it all in at once, the temperature drops, the meat starts boiling in its own juices, and nobody wants to eat sad gray chicken. It should still be slightly raw in the center. Don't panic, it'll finish cooking in the sauce later. Add another tiny splash of olive oil to the pan, lower the heat just a bit, and toss in the veggies. Onions and peppers go first. Give them about 5 to 6 minutes until the onions turn translucent and the peppers soften up. Should look right about like this. Finally, throw in the garlic for the last 30 to 60 seconds so it gets fragrant without burning. Next, we're deglazing the pan with a can of tomatoes. That's 400 grams or about 14 ounces. If you're using whole peeled plum tomatoes like me, just crush them up slightly with your spoon. They'll break down completely while simmering. Now, pour in that warm chicken broth and bring the whole thing to a boil. As soon as it's bubbling, drop the heat to medium and toss in the pasta. Yes, we are cooking it directly in the sauce. This is a game changer because the noodles will literally absorb the broth and tomato juices, flavoring them from the inside out. Plus, the starch released from the pasta acts as a natural thickener for our sauce. Boom, science. Pop the lid on and let it simmer for 10 to 12 minutes, giving it a stir every now and then so nothing sticks to the bottom. Once the timer goes off, fish out a noodle and test it. It should be just barely al dente. Now, we add our secret weapon, extra light cream cheese. Stir it in thoroughly until it melts away into a perfectly smooth, rich, and creamy sauce. Now slide that chicken right back into the pan and give it a good mix. Let it simmer for another 2 minutes. By the way, if you're enjoying the view of these juicy breasts, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. And drop a comment below letting me know what your ultimate meal prep recipe is. Right, this is the perfect moment to grab a spoon, taste it, and adjust the seasoning. Mine needed a tiny bit more salt, so adjust it to your liking. All that's left to do is divide this gorgeous, creamy pasta evenly into 5 meal prep containers. To top it off, we're hitting each one with a little sprinkle of freshly grated Parmesan cheese and some finely chopped fresh parsley. Each portion comes out to roughly 585 calories and a whopping 56 grams of protein. Kept in airtight containers, these bad boys will easily last 4 to 5 days in the fridge, or you can freeze them for up to 3 months. If you're looking for another stupidly easy, high-protein recipe to fuel your gains, just click right here.